What is going on, everybody? It is Ranger Marcus, or Marcus Rareman, and this week we are in Georgia looking for snakes, salamanders, turtles, anything that we can get into. I don't really have any huge targets besides an eastern diamondback, but anything else we can find will be a plus. Now guys, don't forget, go get your Ranger Marcus merch at RangerMarcus.com. We got shirts and hats that are available right now on RangerMarcus.com. Go get you some. So today, this is the habitat that I'm looking through. And I've been here for the last 2 days or so, so I'm going to take you back for the last 2 days that I've seen some pretty cool stuff at the ponds and at the sand hills just like this. Let's get straight to it. All right, and the first herp of the night at the ponds is an eastern newt. Very classic salamander that we find here. Let's watch this guy go. He's gone. All right, so Caleb just spotted that guy right there. A banded water snake. All right, so we just dip netted this huge bullfrog, probably the biggest frog I've ever seen. Maybe not the biggest toad, but definitely the biggest frog I've ever seen. So this is for hand size, how big this guy is. Huge quads right there. I mean, that is a huge frog, man. Go, dude. There he goes. All right, so here's a look at a second snake, another baby banded water snake. Haven't seen a lot of babies in this pond before, so it's pretty nice seeing new individuals here. All right, and here is our third banded water snake. Once again, a small guy. See if I can get this guy out without him biting me or musking on me. All right, look at the cool patterning there too. All right, let's let this guy go. And he's gone. All right, so here's a little frog that we just got. This is a spring peeper. You can see that X right there on the back. Really cool looking frog. And here's a closer look at the spring peeper. See that X right on the back there? This is a pretty light individual as well. All right, so here's a salamander larvae, which I think is tiger salamander. It's pretty big, especially for February, but it's already got that kind of stripe patterning there. So my guess is tiger salamander. So we're checking out a new spot now, a new pond, and we just dip netted this guy right here. This is an eastern mud turtle. You can tell because it's flat right here, no ridge, and it's got this line right here on the plastron. Cool looking turtle though. I'm gonna put this guy back. Oh my God, guys, look at what I just stumbled across. An eastern diamondback rattlesnake. That is my first of the year. Wow, this is insane. I can see its head. You can kind of see it, yep. Right there. Oh man, that is cool. Just what I was expecting to see today. Well, not really expecting, but hoping to see today. Hell yes, this is awesome. Eastern diamondback rattlesnake just sprawled out all amongst this, not actually great habitat, but right next to this log. I wonder, man, that's got to be it right there. It's a stump hole right there. That diamondback had probably just come out of here recently. The sun came out. It was raining this morning while I was looking for snakes, but man, this guy's out just hanging around. So cool. Gonna be pretty difficult to see, but there is a turtle right in the middle of your screen. Most likely a yellow-bellied slider. Looks like there's another turtle right there. Probably once again a yellow-bellied slider. This area during the summer is sometimes extremely dry and there's just no water at all, but it is almost completely flooded. And that's why this turtle can have a nice place to bask right there on that log. Well, what I've just flipped under all this bark right here is a little rough earth snake. Haven't seen one of these guys, you know, since I was here last probably. Pretty cool find. They almost look like ringnecks. But yeah, just a rough earth snake. You can tell the difference between a rough earth and a smooth earth snake because of the scalation. These guys have keeled scales, whereas the smooth earth snake does not. Pretty cool though. I'm gonna put this guy back under where I found him. There he goes. This is kind of weird. Usually I flip salamanders under logs, but this salamander was next to the log as I was about to flip it. This is a marbled salamander. Haven't seen one of these guys in a while. So here's another look at this guy. The classic marbled salamander. My guess is that this guy's probably a male too, with a super white coloration there. But I'm gonna put this guy back and hopefully find some more. Let's put this little guy back. There he goes. Just flipped this log right here and got another marbled salamander. I think this one is a female. It's a little bit thicker and that white coloration is not as prominent on this one. But another salamander nonetheless. Pretty cool. Put this girl back. Oh, wrong way. Other way. There it goes. And looks to be another marbled salamander, number 3. And the second salamander species of the day, Yellowbelly slimy salamander. Here's a closer look at this slimy salamander. You can see that white ooze that's coming from the tail there. That's why they get the name slimy salamander. Pretty cool. I'm gonna put this guy back. And another slimy salamander. Number 2 for the day. All right, guys, it is my last night out here after a really successful day of herping and finding some cool snakes. But we're gonna go look for some frogs, and I hear a ton of spring peepers. You can hear them all right now. Let's go find some frogs. Here's a look at our first frog of the night. We got a spring peeper. Very light in coloration this year. Unlike last year, they were a little bit darker. I don't know, maybe that's just this year for some reason. Pretty cool though. Good first frog of the night. And here is the second one. And there's the dark coloration that I was thinking of before. But another spring peeper. Spotted the first leopard frog right through there. See if I can get a good angle here. There he is. First leopard frog. So the leopard frog is right there. And I think right over here might be a leopard frog egg mass. It's pretty cool.
Okay, I found a leopard frog and I put a spring peeper on top of it. The spring peeper on the leopard frog. I swear this is not staged. JK.
See another leopard frog right there. See if we can get closer. Well, look at this big old guy that I just got. Big old banded water snake, first of the night. Did not see this guy yesterday, so this is a new one. And I don't remember seeing this guy last year. Pretty good looking one too. And there is a little cricket frog. I think that's the first of the trip. Just a little guy. Good look at a tiger salamander larvae. The big old gills there. You can see how big it is compared to the larvae that we're seeing with the flatwood salamander. This guy's pretty dang big, but we're gonna put this guy back. And another huge bullfrog. This is a different one from yesterday. This is a lot more green. Man, look at that thing. That is freaking huge. There's a newt right there. Right in the middle of your screen. Eastern newt. Here's a good look at a gopher tortoise burrow. This one is definitely active. You can see that this tortoise has been up here recently with the sand movement there, but this is the apron here. So a lot of times you can see snakes just chilling out on the apron. But yeah, nice gopher tortoise burrow. Well, here's a burrow that looks like it was just dug within like the last week or so. There's some really fresh sand there. Pretty cool. Seeing a brand new one. All right, guys, it's pretty windy, so I hope you can hear me, but that is going to do it for me here in Georgia this weekend. Yes, it was a pretty short trip. I was only here for 2 days, but we did see some really cool stuff. Big target was an Eastern Diamondback rattlesnake, and we got that yesterday, which was so cool. It was a pretty good size one, about 3.5 to 4 feet. So glad to have seen the first Diamondback of the year for me. We also got 4 banded water snakes as well as a rough earth snake. In terms of salamanders, we got 3 marbled salamanders and 2 slimy salamanders. We also got some tiger salamander larvae, so no adults, but we did get some larvae. We also saw some turtles out in the water and a ton of frogs, including southern leopard frogs, bullfrogs, spring peepers, cricket frogs, and a bunch of other ones. But if you made it this far in the video, thanks for watching. Like the video and subscribe to the channel. Peace. Don't forget to get your Ranger Marcus merch at rangermarcus.com. Shirts and hats are now available.